Max. Please come back. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please come back. Please, my brother, please. What is up? It's your boy. I'm back. After a long hiatus. After many hurdles in my life. But I'm back now. Got new equipment, new everything. And all I can say is, God, why do I have so many hours in locker room? Wow, it's only been a few days! I'm kind of screwed with that one. But you know, you know what else is screwed? Me still playing video games. I still got it. Let's just start the video. We're talking about this today, baby. Yeah, I want to do a completely different video format. Why? Because, I think this is fun. And I can do a lot of dumb things with this format. So bear with me. This is growing pains for me. For you and I, brother. For you and I! So, Sonic and Shadow Generations. What can I say about the game? I mean, it's good. What can I say? It's good. Hey, you know, just to let you know, I'm talking very loudly because guess what? Your boy has an ear infection and this sucks. My head hurts. I don't know about you, but my head hurts. That out of the way. This game rocks. This game is really good. A good, what, 10 out of 10? Thank you, IGN. What was it again? I don't remember. My geriatric brain is frying. But yeah, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Very fun game. Highly recommended. You know, ask your mom. You know, your dad. Your stepdad. If he still cares about you. Why is this game fantastic? You might ask. Well, let me just tell you about the gameplay itself. When it comes to both Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations, and let me tell you, many of them have, both of them actually, have some hurdles. For at least when we're talking about Shadow Generations itself, I mean, the game is great. Gameplay-wise, it's just a really fun game. It's the most hyped Sonic game that you'll ever play that doesn't have Sonic in it. And I really do mean it. It doesn't have Sonic until, like, a certain cutscene. I'm not going to make any spoilers. I will be talking about the story later. But this game right here, it's just great. It's just fun. It's just a fun game. Like, what else can I say about it? It's just a fun game. There's nothing bad about it when it comes to its gameplay mechanics. The only thing, I will say this, that's really bad about it, it is the Doom Morph. I'm gonna put that out of the way now. The Doom Morph does suck. It is not great. They did not implement that right, and they did not do the proper tutorial correctly for that game. That game... the Doom Morph needs some work. I will tell you that right now. If you don't know what I mean about the Doom Morph, there's a mechanic when you're like in the pendulum, right? Where you go like you can swing back and forth. I think you can swing back and forth. I think it just might be one continuous thing and it just like, but it's in general, the general concept is like a pendulum. It goes swinging, right? So there are certain challenges in the game and certain obstacles and extra routes that require you to go up. The tutorial doesn't tell you that. How do I know that? Because I know a lot of people have problems with this thing. And I had to look up a specific video to tell me what was the world I was doing wrong. And by my surprise, yeah, Sega fumbled this one. Sonic Team Sega fumbled this one because they did not tell this right. They did not tell me how to get the secret sauce for the Krabby Patty for me. But in wholeheartedly, like, the game is just fun. Besides that little hiccup and, Radical Highway Act 2. It's not great. Let's just not talk about Radical Highway Act 2. With S ranking that without the Doom Wings is kind of sucks. It's not great. It's not fun. Ask anybody who's done it. It's not fun. It's not great. It's quite literally a test of your patience and you going super, super goddamn fast. Other than that, the Shadow Generation portion of the game, really good. Like I said, like you can tell from the video, I 100% of the game, 100% meaning I did everything that it means. Just the collectibles, the S rank, all the challenges, everything on both games, Shadow Generation and Sonic Generations. And if anything, that was the most hurdle thing that I had to do, was getting the S rank on Radical Highway Act 2. Horrible experience. I was there for like maybe 4 hours, maybe? 3 hours? 4 hours doing that? It was horrible. Maybe my PlayStation got the capture for it, but it was bad. But in general, the game itself is really fun. Shadow Generations. If you want to pick up Sonic X Shadow Generations and just play the Shadow portion, fine by me. It's a great game. Very good. Now let's talk about the Sonic Generation part because some growing pains right there. What I mean by that is that these two games are in all hands, they are completely separate from each other. Yes, they do take place at the same time, but what I mean by that, mechanically, both games are drastically different. They are drastically different. When you play it as Sonic Generations, and if you come from Shadow to Sonic like I did, you're gonna have a really bad whiplash from it. God, I need some fucking water. But yeah, no, the game, like, when you go from Shadow to Sonic, you're gonna see the control style and how it plays. It is very different mechanically. Like, modern Sonic controls a little bit weird compared to how Shadow controls. It's not bad, but it just doesn't feel right. And especially for classic Sonic, look, I understand, like, this was this was the third game that used the Hedgehog engine, which is fine, but, it wasn't good. It just didn't feel right. When you go into playing as the 2D stages for Shadow, and it go back to classic Sonic, there's a drastic difference. I understand, like, they try to mimic the original Genesis Sonic, and that's completely fine, but having a big whiplash like that, and how 2D Sonic gameplay has evolved itself, yeah, no, it just doesn't feel as great. And there was a lot of moments when trying to S-rate stages as classic Sonic where the physics for the game and how Sonic controls just really fucked you up. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, it was a drastic difference from going crazy to 100%ing a game that feels so different, and then you go to a different game and do the exact same thing, but it just feels different. Like, you're gonna have big whiplash. Really bad whiplash. Don't even get me started on the Modern Sonic fucking Victor challenge S-ranking that. Fuck you, Victor. It was horrible. Let's just say it right now. But getting S-rank on not only just the stages themselves, but, you know, the red rings and getting all the other, like, extra challenges to S-rank wasn't a bad experience. But it was just something that I just personally I can't recommend someone do. I can't recommend it. Like, they're gonna make you do it, like, maybe one, like, I think it was like one of each for classic and modern Sonic, just to get the Chaos Emerald or key or whatever. But in all reality, it's just not worth it. It's just not fun. I can't recommend it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, play the game as it was intended for. And that is to enjoy a good Sonic game. Like, you're gonna play the game for a good experience, just like you're gonna play the game for a good Shadow experience. But doing it 100% on both completion, it is not worth it. Trust me. You are gonna spend a lot more time than just look at the time. Just look at my time. You're gonna spend a lot more time than you should on a game that's not that long. And you could probably do a better timing than me from skills, because you can say probably it's a skill issue. But trust me, it's just, if you're gonna try to do something like that, I do recommend going from Sonic Generations to Shadow Generations. You're gonna have a better time. But if you want to go play from Shadow to Sonic, just be prepared for the whiplash. It's just not great. It's horrible. It was really bad for my thumbs. And I'm the guy who platinum Elden Ring. I platinum a lot of dumb games. It was just not fun. But overall, as a complete package itself, both Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations, if you just play from beginning to end for both games, like Sonic Generation itself originally was short. It was like maybe 6 hours long, 5 hours long, something like that. It wasn't a really long game, and the same can be said for Shadow Generations as well. If you put them all together, you get like a good maybe 10 hours out of it, a good 12 hours out of your package. Not bad. It's better than it makes it twice as long. It's a fun experience. Like, you're just playing it to play the game as you want, just play it, not doing any extra stuff. Yeah, it's a fun experience. Go do it. Shadow Generation got even new DLCs thanks to the Sonic 3 movie. And let me say this right now, that was actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Then my only problem with that is, in this iteration, Keanu Reeves does say Chaos Control. Well, in the movie he just does teleport. So, I mean, it is what it is. Now we're going to be talking about the story of these games. Now, when it comes to the story of Shadow Generations, I'm going to say it again. It was just good. It was good. It made me, a grown man who's, a grown man who's married, to cry. Like, it was a good game. I didn't expect to, even bolster a tiny tear. And I did. For a goddamn hedgehog. In a Sonic game. Now, people have gripes with Ian Flynn, and I'm going to get to that very soon. And when we get to the Sonic portion of the review. But, in general, the game itself, Shadow Generation itself, when it comes to the story, I loved it. I loved the callbacks. I loved, I know we've already, Shadow has already completed his Soul Circle in Shadow the Hedgehog on the, that was on the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2. I understand he completed his circle and stuff, but to have more of a closure with the characters that obviously he loved, I'm not going to spoil, but also was just having callbacks from different eras of, that Shadow had to deal with in the games. There's really cool boss fights, it was a fun game. And seeing, how Black Doom is, how he's coming back and everything, and the storyline, how Shadow was created and everything, we already all knew this, but to get more in-depth detail of...
Hey everybody, Loaf here, post-editing Loaf here. My DSLR camera technically only can record up to 20 minutes. Obviously this doesn't show as a 20-minute long video, but yeah, so I kind of lost the audio and the everything else, and so we're gonna do this so that you don't have to hear me blammer about for the next I want to say 15 minutes. So let's do this. So yeah, I'm just gonna go off where I said it last off, but the story for Shadow Generations, which is really good. Bottom line, it was just such a fun game, fun experience. I highly recommend it. If you're gonna go into it just to play the Shadow story, you're gonna enjoy it. It's actually a whole nice bow ribbon top to everything that you kind of wanted from Shadow, from his inception in SA2. His whole story leading up to this moment, and it just was really fun. I think everybody who's gonna play this is going to enjoy it for what it is. A good Shadow the Hedgehog game. Literally Shadow the Hedgehog 2. He's real. To me, I think Ian Flynn did a really great job creating this story, because there was a lot of things I was thinking to myself, oh, how is this gonna work? And thinks of the the emerald, because Shadow in the beginning of the story, he gets an emerald, and it's the fake emerald that he gets on the Space Colony arc before he gets transported by the Time Eater from Sonic's story. So, it was I'm wondering how this is going to play out, how anything's going to go. Because Sonic, in Sonic Generation, you have to fight Shadow to get the emerald, and the same emerald. So, I was like, where's this going? And, it's really cool how they, tie that all together. It's really cool. To me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the returning villains coming back. And, a lot of them were just oh, I was supposed to live or whatever. Especially Mephiles. The Mephiles fight, mwah, just great. And obviously Shadow doesn't remember Mephiles, but Mephiles remembers him, and everything about where you have to fight him and everything seems like it was supposed to be all forgotten, you know, nothing, everything that's supposed to be buried, and he really starts talking. Like, you get Mephiles lore. That's how cool this game is. But overall, I love it. I love Shadow Generations as it is. And when it comes to Sonic Generations, I mean, Sonic Generation didn't really have a story at all either, so so you take it as it is. I know a lot of people are not really big fans of Ian Flynn when it came to his rewrites for it, but I'll be honest with you, it wasn't really that much of a big deal, all things considered, just because, well, what he did, like, he mentioned, like, Tails mentioned Chemical Plant Zone, and Sonic talks about the Time Stones, you know. Ooh, references, I hate, you know. I can really care less. It didn't really do much. I can understand maybe people not liking the fact of where the direction where Amy's character is going, but that's just a nitpick at the end of the day. I really don't care, really. But yeah, no, overall, like, if playing through Sonic Generation and Shadow Generation, like, if you're just gonna go through both of them, you know, they're gonna last you maybe 3 to 4 hours each. And if you're gonna be like an insane guy like me, who goes through the entire game, like 30 hours in for Sonic Generation, 23 hours in for Shadow, it's gonna be, well, let's just say you might be stressing out just a little bit. But I enjoyed my time with it. Do I recommend anybody doing this? Not really. But if you're a big Sonic fan, if you want to go through it, you know, I mean, go right ahead. Just be prepared, because I already gave you the warning about the Whiplash. So, yeah, highly recommend getting only the Platinum, because that a lot of that's not really recommended to what I did to go S rank and everything. So if you want to go for Platinum, go right ahead. If you want to go for everything at 100%, well, you've been warned. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the love and support. Have yourself a goddamn good one. And remember, guys, stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And hopefully my equipment won't just die on me. And the green screen won't be fighting against me. Anyway, see you guys later. Ciao.